Hello everyone, it is Darkseeker here again. Welcome back for another video. Today I'm playing a really special deck. This is Shibo and Oakijak's Libram OTK Paladin. Yes, you heard right, OTK Paladin. So, when you look at the deck list, your eyes will be immediately drawn to Uther of the Ebon blade. And so the combo goes a little something like this. You need to play Uther of the Ebon blade, and hopefully you have played Lady Liadrin already, and you've managed to get a bunch of zero-cost Libram of Wisdoms back to hand. Your Librams have already been discounted after you've played the Aldor Attendant and the Aldor Truthseeker. So, you play Auction Master Beardo for 3 mana. And then what you can do is you can start utilising the zero-cost Libram of Wisdoms. Beardo refreshes the hero power when you play the Libram, so play a Libram for 0, hero power for 2, play a Libram for 0, hero power for 2, Libram for 0, hero power for 2. And what that means is you've got 3 horsemen on the board. Now at this point, how much mana have you spent? You've spent 9 mana up to this point. But you still need a 4th horseman, and well, you've only got 1 mana left to play with, and that is where the tour guide comes in. Play the tour guide for 1 mana. Now you've spent your 10 mana, but your hero power costs 0, so you can play a Libram for 0, refresh the hero power, play that for 0. You now have 4 horsemen on the board, you win the game. That's your combo, and the thing to note is it takes some time to get there. There are pieces of the puzzle that you have to put together, and we know with the meta right now things are quite fast. Pirate Warrior, Odd Hunter, you may not get to a combo turn, and so against aggressive opponents, Oakijak does say that you can still win. When Oakijak was talking to me about this deck, he said that he was 2-1 against Pirate Warrior and 2-0 against Odd Hunter, so he has proven that you can beat those hyper-aggressive decks. What is critical is Libram of Hope and Flash of Light, so the healing is really, really important. And against Hunter in particular, try and direct their damage from the hero power and their spells, right? For Odd Hunter, try and direct that damage to your board of minions that you develop rather than to your face. So they spend time trying to clear your board, and then you play Libram of Hope and then smack them in the face, because of course through Libram of Hope you're developing those 8 bodies on the board. Okay, so that is a very quick and rough guide on how to play the deck. There is more to this deck than that, but maybe we'll discuss things as the games progress. Alright, here we go. So, it is time for Uther of the Ebon blade. And our opponent has completed their quest line. So let's see what they've got going forward. Now, this weapon that we've got is going to negate a lot of the damage that they do to my face. I love this weapon. 5 attack, 3 charge, lifesteal, it's beautiful. But there is something exciting potentially in my hand. You see, I can see Beardo sitting in my hand, and I see some cheap spells. As far as I can tell, we only got 2 0-cost spells in hand, so we can't pull off the full OTK combo here. But for fun, we can do part of the combo. Right? I want to see what my opponent does in reaction to this. So, hero power. We can only get, as far as I can tell, we can only get 3 horsemen here, right? As far as I can tell. Unless I've miscalculated this in some way. Anyway, we didn't have to play the tour guide there, but I just want to get another body on the board. These animations are so slow. Blizzard, come on. Speed things up. Anyway, what will the hunter do here? There are 3 horsemen on the board. They need to be dealt with, but Beardo needs to also be dealt with. You can see them targeting Beardo, I think, here. Beardo is a priority. But once you kill Beardo, what are you going to do about the horseman? Oh my god, Nagran Slam. Goodbye, Beardo. Ooh, face. Face. And a 1-1. Oh look, 3 horsemen still left on the board. Oh, the hero power. Of course. Forgot about that. That was an interesting turn. I was just genuinely curious to see what my opponent would do in reaction to that partial combo play. Unless I misjudged that combo completely, and unless I had the ability to pull off 4 horsemen and I completely missed it. Oakijak, did I miss the ability to play 4 horsemen there? So, the 12 damage from their side does scare me. So I'm happy to clear the board here. And just start all over again. It's fine. We're going to buff this horseman. Make it harder to kill. And I've got a lot of damage here. We've got lethal on board. So once again, the opponent is going to have to direct damage to my minions and not to my face. Oh my god, they're going to be rich! I've forgotten about this. This is a Reno deck, as you can see from the deck list on the left hand side. Single copies of cards. This is the first time I've seen questline Reno Hunter. Wow. Oh, hello, Liadrin. And that's pretty decent. It's pretty decent. We can buff stuff. Do I want card draw, or do I want hero power, or do I want healing? I think card draw is smart. Okay, they got to deal with this board. They have to deal with this board, and if they deal with this board, I will get Librams back to hand. They don't run silence effects in their deck, right? So we shouldn't be in any real danger here. They're going to work quite hard here to get through this. I am happy with this outcome. Again, this is damage not going to my face. Absolutely fine. What else you got? Okay, that allows the biggest minion to die. But Liadrin still alive on the board. And look at this beautiful Libram value. Give me all the Librams. Don't care about the attendant. So what is that secret? Is it freezing? Nope, it's not freezing trap. So now I know it's not freezing trap. That fills me with a little bit more happiness and confidence. Oh god, it's pressure plate! Oh dear, and Liadrin has sacrificed herself there for the sake of my board. Alright, this is pretty good. 2 8/8s on the board. Questline Hunter does not run silence. We are sitting happy and proud. What are they going to do against this? Okay. Forgot. It's a Reno deck. And Zephyrus is going to give him silence now, isn't it? Ah, this is going to be a problem because our Librams are now going to be negated. Our Librams of wisdom, we say goodbye to them. We now feel less wise. However, All is not lost. There is still hope. We have an 8/8 on the board. Oh wait, you're targeting it? You gonna kill it? No! Okay. Is that explosive? Yes it is. We still connect 8 to the face, which is perfectly fine. And I'm just loading this board up here. We're piling on the pressure. 2 8/8s are obviously a threat, but the horsemen that we can generate each turn also a significant threat. So the opponent really has a lot of work to do here. And we're sitting at 30 health against a questline hunter. I know this is not the same as Odd Hunter, but we've still done a really good job here of not letting their hero power affect us too significantly. Right, where will the 5 damage go? Ah, it hits the shield! Hilarious! Oh dear. I feel bad for my opponent. They tried, but we just outlasted them. Okay. This should be a test. Probably a harder test than the previous game. This is a warlock and it'll have to be an even lock, right? What else could it be? Maybe a Reno lock, possibly. But I've been facing more even locks than Reno locks.
We have turned our curse into
Alright, here it is, even lock. That means giants, but hopefully a few slow early turns for the opponent. That gives us time to build up our resources, generate things. Broomstick could be useful for later, particularly with Barov in hand. Could be good at removing a big board of giants. Now we've just drawn both Librams of Hope. That is not good. It's not good at all. It's a bit too... Oh, and Liadrin, really? Really? Way too early for these cards.
let the dead rest.
Oh, and I hero powered on that turn. I should have played the knight. I think it was a mistake. I wasn't thinking. I was still too shocked after these quite contentious draws. Didn't see the knight sitting in the left-hand side of my hand. But now, actually, I prefer the buff, Hand of Adal. Now we'll play the knight. Alright. We have a board. It's sort of a board, right? It's doing some damage. That's a giant. That's going to do a lot more damage than I can do. The question is, do we want to clear it? Was we could have coined out Libram of Justice. But I think this is a fine line of play. I think it's okay. What I'm curious about is, can they clear my board and go face for 8 with their giant? Or is that giant going to be trading into a 3-2 or a 2-2 or a 1-1? Oh god, that's big. Please don't play more big stuff. Oh, tapping. Brave. Very brave. Oh no. That's got rush. Oh god, that's big. Look at their board. Their board dwarfs my board on Ted 5. But thankfully, we can deal with this. I'm going to play Libram of Justice here. Could have played the Barov, but I'll save the Barov. I'll save the barrel for a bigger turn, maybe. It means we're leaving up a 5-1, but I feel okay with that. We have healing in hand. The trouble is we have no discounts on our healing. We have no Aldor Attendant played yet, no Aldor Truthseeker. So our hand is still really clogged up. Another giant, oh dear lord. And shields up, oh gosh, okay. So they are protecting their face, handlock style. What do we do here? There's various options. It's at times like this that I wish I had Oakijak with me to guide me. I'm using the Barov. I think I have to, right? Alright, sure. See what comes of this. The board is reset. Initiative to them. We are going to be reacting now to what they play. Healing is bad news. We don't want them to heal. Okay. So how do we react to this? How do we deal with this? Just play stuff. Out, and here is our saviour. Here he is, it's Oakijak. Technology, it worked, right? When technology works, it's a great thing. When it doesn't work, it's the worst thing in the world. Oakijak was able to log into his EU account to finally join me for spectating. Turns out that he couldn't spectate me through his NA account. I would have thought that Blizzard would have made that possible by now. You know, inter-server spectating surely would be possible, technically. So Oakijak has very kindly agreed to coach me on playing this deck, and I'm so grateful for his guidance. Because as you see up to this point, I kind of don't have too much of a clue as to what I'm doing. And he has commented that this is a bit of a rough scenario. We've had no Libram discounts by turn 7. And that's just really rough with this deck. That's really, really rough. You really need the Libram discounts before you play Liadrin as well, because when Liadrin gives you the Librams back to hand, you need them to be cheap. So until we draw one of our Truth Seekers or one of our Attendants, I'm going to be feeling quite tense about this game as it progresses. I also feel like the handlock is coming back into the game, or the even lock, sorry. They are healing. And they continue to play big threats onto the board. So far, I have done my best to clear those threats. Oh, hello, discount. Finally. And, here I'm going to play Libram of Wisdom, just to clear one thing. It may seem slightly wasted, but it has removed one massive threat from the board. But yeah, finally we got a discount, and we feel pretty thrilled about that. Oakijak does say though that as this game is now progressing, one benefit... See, Oakijak always looks to the positives, right? He's such a cool dude. He says the nice thing is that you've got all of the top end now to deal with the threats that are coming. Although the threats that are coming are still pretty significant on their end. That's a giant. That Gen has 6 attack. These are still pretty significant. And Oakijak is coaching me through chat. You can't actually read his comments. They're not coming up on screen, but I do have them open in another chat window. So as these games progress, I will be reading to you Oakijak's commentary, his guidance, his advice. So for those of you that are looking for guidance and advice on how to play this deck, do listen out as I read out his comments. And he will be taking us through the next few games. Oakijak is saying that the opponent's going to have to use probably their entire board to get through that taunt. Let's see what has to be committed here. And even though I'm chatting with him in another window, it's not picking up these comments within this chat window that I just had up. It's quite interesting. Blizzard interfaces, gotta love them. Anyway, oh, more healing. Don't heal. But how'd you kill the 10-10? Yeah, double trade. That's huge. That's absolutely massive. Absolutely massive. So, at this juncture, Liadrin will do her thing. Gimme those Librams. You love to see them. So, what do I buff here? I'm sure there is a science to buffing things, making decisions on what to buff, and the trouble is I'm not giving this any thought. I'm just randomly assigning buffs to minions. Maybe spreading my buffs here between two minions. I guess that's wise. I don't know. So, Oakijak, what would you have done there with the buffs? How would you have spread them? And we're one off! Oh, we're one off. I hadn't even been counting or thinking about lethal. And we're one off. Now maybe they'll tap here. Maybe they'll make a mistake and just tap. Maybe they won't notice they're at 1. We don't die to Wind Fury. There it is, Battle Master. We don't die. It's close. Okay, you go on face, now you've got to clear the board. How are you going to do that? Or did they think they had lethal? And then realise they... Oh, shields up! Of course, that's the solution to everything. Shields up. That's fine. Bit more healing. Okay. Oh, hello. Well, business just picked up. That is Uther of the Ebon Blade. And this is going to be lethal. So this is just super fun. Does it matter what I attack here? Kill the 5/5, that's clean and logical. I'm overthinking this again. I need to stop doing that. Oh, I forgot we get Librams back to hand, so we can just buff a minion and get overkill here. This is great. Beautiful! Alright, happy days.
Let the hunt begin. Your judgment begins.
So ask, Oakijak, what do I keep here? Do I only keep Christology and the Libram of Wisdom? Oakijak says that normally he wouldn't keep Libram, but if I dump the Libram I may get a 7 cost card or a 9 cost card. I may get unlucky. He says Christology is the best card in the deck. So this Aldor, I guess we dump it. That's better. Okay, that's a lot better. So this is Even Hunter. And the question I'm asking Oakijak now is, do I play a minion here or do I play Christology? My inclination is to play the minion just to get board presence down. A good turn 1 minion can be game deciding because we can also buff it next turn. Oakijak says if it was Odd Hunter he would have drawn via Christology. I'm kind of glad it's not Odd Hunter, although I'd like to see this deck play against Odd Hunter, just to test its ability to survive. You are dependent on your ability to draw your healing. Flash of Light, Libram of Hope. What's their opponent doing? Ooh, interesting. It's very spicy. So, Christology for the draw seems sensible. Aldor's a discount. You love to see it.
I cannot wait to read these.
Considering previous games where I've had no discounts early on. And I went face rather than trading. Part of me really wanted to trade, but I went face. Let's make them work hard to get through the taunt. Thelmore is slow. It's really slow, and I'm wondering if I can use this to my advantage. Yeah, they traded. Can I build up a board here and take advantage of their slowness?
May the light grant
Okay. To the face we go. Excellent. Alright, what have you got? They're down to 15. We've got a lot of damage on the board. This game is nearly over. Can we end things before the Thelmore causes us trouble, I think is the question. Oh, Garrison Commander. Interesting. So they're going for board presence here more than anything else. Double hero power. Ha. Hello, Beardo. Is this lethal is the question. No, it's not lethal in any way, right? Looking at this hand.
reporting for duty.
For the Alliance and my family.
Now,
I fight.
we have sort of developed quite a wide board here.
Repent.
Oakijak recommended the possibility of playing Tour Guide here to get more bodies on the board to absorb the Thelmore hit, so of course the Thelmore goes face, right? It had 6 minions to choose from on the board. It's like, nah, ignore the minions, I'm going face. But yeah, we used to maximise presence on the board to try and counter the Thelmore. Could we even die from here? I mean, it's even Hunter with the capability of doubling hero powers. They'll have burst from hand. 15 health, 5 mana available to them. Is there any combination of spells, if they had it, that could have killed me on that particular turn? I mean, if it was questline Odd Hunter, then I would have believed that I could have died from 15 health. Anyway, that secret has to be explosive. Yes, it is. Fine. We just buff the board and win the game. Oakijak says to me in our little chat window, Thelmore always goes face. Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
Your judgment begins.
Okay. Time for a rogue. I don't see many rogues at the moment. Okay. So we've got Righteous Protector available to us. I really like that as a turn 1 play. Let's see what kind of rogue this is. I've not had an opportunity to use timeout yet. I'd quite like to just play it and see what it feels like. Odd rogue, interesting, very interesting. Ooh, with stealth minions too. Huh. So, on this turn, the logical play to me is the Righteous Protector. Oakijak is commenting that that stops the Spy Mistress. Ooh, that's interesting. Patches from hand! Oh dear, our opponent has bad RNG. What a shame. So Christology draws us some options, maybe. Eldor, okay. Ooh, Broom, sure.
I cannot wait to read
Now,
this.
Oakijak can sense what I'm thinking, and he's saying to go for it, to coin out the Broom. And the reasoning for this is to get the opponent off the board to the best of our ability. Too often I may hoard the Broom in my hand for a later turn, for a bigger turn. But playing it early, when you can do a turn like that and minimise board presence for the opponent, I think is a pretty good strategy. Ooh, armour up, how fancy. Okay, now finally, the Spy Mistress connects face. Okay. So, Bannerman here. I was hesitant about playing it. But Oakijak says you shouldn't mind playing it here. Because it draws a minion, right? And that is sound logic. I may hoard Bannerman for a later turn, thinking I want a bigger hand to buff, but here it got me immediate value. It drew me a minion, it buffed the minion, and that's actually a pretty big, beefy minion that's going to be really useful for me come turn 5. So, Bannerman there, just drawing and buffing one thing is absolutely fine. So, Oakijak telling me now we have two options, Flash of Light or the Righteous Protector. With the hand of Adal. He likes the Flash. I guess it's a nice way of starting off the turn because you heal and you draw, and the draw is pretty important, pretty useful. I'm asking him whether I save the Broom here, and he says not to play the Broom. My thought process was we play the Broom just to get the 2-1 off the board, it protects the Righteous Protector, but I guess we save the Broom for Barov, or a more dangerous position is what Oakijak is saying. I think that makes sense here, considering that they only had one thing on the board, right? Unlike the previous turn, where we used the Broom, but we were removing more things from the board, it made sense. So, Aldor time, and this Aldor is beefy, pretty big. And oh goodness, they've just tanked it.
What is it?
Oh, this is a pretty scary board. Oakijak is saying that the peasant must die. But so must Volpera. She is buffing, going to buff the weapons, so... This is potentially a board where the Broom is useful. Okay, so unlike that previous turn where it was just one charging pirate, this is a more substantial board with more pertinent threats. Should we put it like that? So thanks to Oakijak's guidance, I've saved the broom for an opportune moment. And actually I've messed this turn up because, yeah, I've messed this turn up. I thought that I could fit in a buff, a hero power and a broom on one turn. I don't know why I thought that. I just don't know why I thought that, and that was a screwed up turn. That was a screwed up turn. Oakijak is being kind to me. He's saying it's all good. Oh, I thought I had more mana than I had. He says we're still in a good position. And at this juncture in the game, he says we're looking for taunts and we're looking for healing. Now we have healing in hand with Uther, but it's 2 turns away. Okay, so a little bit of draw.
May the light grant you peace.
I cannot wait to read.
And a buff. Okay. Again, I should have given some thought as to what I'm buffing. So, the opponent is going face... Is this a race now? Is this a race? So we can play timeout next turn, says Oakijak, and then Uther the follow... Oh! Concede! Oh dear. Denying me the opportunity of playing timeout then. Alright, let's head into another game. It's time for a warrior. So, very likely to be Pirate Warrior. So I'm asking Oakijak, do I just keep the knight here? And the answer is yes, just keep the knight. He says, and Oakijak calls this a really good hand. We play the knight on 1, he says, and we can coin Bannerman on 2. And that will make it easier for us to pull the game back into our favour. Do you know, before Oakijak started coaching me on this deck, I wasn't having so much luck. So he's officially now my good luck charm, and he can be your good luck charm too. Everybody needs an Oakijak in their life. Okay, Pirate Warrior confirmed. Happy days. This will be a good test for the deck, for sure.
May the light grant you peace.
So, looking at the hand, next turn, do we coin a Bannerman?
Box? Pirate stuff.
Or, there's Patches. Do we Libram and trade, value trade? See, the prospect of a value trade excites me greatly. Don't know why. I mean, I like trading, right? I like trading in principle, so a value trade is just a beautiful thing. So I think that's what we go for here, and Oakijak agrees that it's fine. We can Bannerman next turn.
I cannot wait to read these.
Okay, so here comes the value trade.
Let the dead rest.
Let's get the value. Next turn, 3 mana. We could Crystology coin Bannerman. That could be an interesting play. But let's just hope we don't get overwhelmed here too much by pirates. And they armor up. That's really interesting. You would not expect a warrior to armor up here this early in the game. You'd have expected 1 or 2 cost pirates to come down. This is interesting. Huh. So, draw. What do we get? Broomstick could be useful later. So the question now is it Aldor and Libram? This is the question. If I'm not doing that, what else am I doing with my mana on this turn then? Could coin the Bannerman. Could coin the Bannerman. And that was our original strategy that we talked about. But if I Libram, I can value trade. Let's go with this. See what happens. Oakijak says, don't worry about going face in this particular matchup against Questline Pirate Warrior. We go for control. We will beat them in the end if we can draw our top end cards. And Oakijak is reiterating that Bannerman was huge on that turn. Our opponent had a low-key turn where they armoured up on that previous turn, so because they had a low-key turn, we were able to play the Bannerman and get the value. So that's a really great point from him. Alright, this is a relatively significant board. The 3-4 is a bit concerning.
I cannot wait to read these.
So, with this buff, value trade, I guess, with the 1-2. But now I am pondering something a little bit more juicy. This broomstick will let us basically just clear the board. And Oakijak agrees. This is Oakijak's advice. Get it all down, clear the board. And all of a sudden, we are in control of this game now. So if we can just progress from here, continue to develop, draw our late game, our top end, we stand a good chance of winning. Although, the 2 damage shots, oh, okay, kill the minion. But 1 shot win face, that's fine. What else you got? Still 4 minions left standing. Haha, oh no. Oh, they're whittling down my board. I'm losing control now. Stop hitting my stuff.
You have passed.
Stop killing my stuff. I love the Uther voice lines there. I do love it. So, hand and flash are pretty decent options this turn, says Oakijak. I like the draw here. And I think it's between flash and righteous protector. Or Hirabar. What do I do then? Flash uses up our mana efficiently, and we get to heal a minion, make it healthy. You see, if Oakijak hadn't prompted me about playing Flash of Light, I probably would have played either the Hero Power or, more likely, the Righteous Protector. But I think it turns out that the healing was good here, particularly healing a minion on our board. That could get some significant value trades with the opponent's minions. So another situation where I'm just really happy to have Oakijak spectating. Everybody needs an Oakijak in their life. That's the conclusion that you come to. Oh dear. Alright. More stuff on the board.
I'm going to throw the book at you.
Okay, so discount for the future.
The battle!
Light dims, but we fight.
So I asked Oakijak a question, how does one deal with the Juggernaut? So once they play their questline reward, how do you deal with the Juggernaut, generating all of that value each turn in terms of pirate, a weapon, damage? And the answer is Libram of Hope, Liadrin. Oakijak says he wins with a combination of the Uther weapon as well, alongside Liadrin and Libram of Hope. So that is what we need to go for, and we've yet to draw Libram of Hope, we've yet to draw Liadrin, we've yet to draw Uther. So, we just need to hope that we can survive until that point. What is our opponent thinking about? They have completed the questline, right? They haven't played the reward. There's no Juggernaut on the board. What is going on? Come on. What are you thinking about? Really? Why would you do that? Maybe they think this is more board presence, in terms of going wider on the board than just playing the quest line reward. I don't know. This feels bad still for them. So Aldor with Broomstick says Oakijak. However, Hero Power seems okay too. I'm going to save the Broomstick. Oh, Sky Barge. Squid Face.
A great sight.
And Oakijak is lamenting on, this man is silly. Whoever this is that's playing this game is throwing the game. How interesting. Yet to play the questline reward. So we can trade and play Cariel and then kill off the entire board. So we need to get the ordering right here, right? We need to trade first, and that gets the Libram back to hand. Then we play Cariel, we put the Libram on Cariel. I'm just having to think through the ordering in my head because my brain was getting confused. That is how it works, right? Yeah, that is how it works. They did get a weapon buff, but that's fine. Okay, fine. We worked it out, we got the ordering correct. 6 attack weapon though. Oakijak says, imagine if they'd played Rakara 2 turns ago, so if they'd played the questline reward. What would have happened? Oh, here it is! Here it is! Alright. So Oakijak says to keep drawing, so hand of Vidal for sure here. What do we get? Flash of light. Okay. Heal our face, draw a card. Keep drawing. Ooh, 3 cost Libram of Hope. Well, well, well. Now we've got a Broomstick in hand. And Oakijak says, yeah, Libram of Hope and Broom, for sure. This is the play. We remove the 7/7. And we push damage face, and look at what we have done here. We've overpowered them. Yeah, and those 2 cannon shots did absolutely nothing. Tremendous! Tremendous! Wow. Progressing through the diamond ladder with this deck. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Shibo and Oakijak's Libram OTK Paladin. What a crazy, fun deck to play, right? I've not yet encountered a game where I've pulled off the OTK combo. I came close in one game and it didn't happen, but it's not super common, it says Oakijak. You've got to be in a position where you go the long game for that to happen, but it is there as a backup plan. If your Libram plan fails, then it is the backup plan. It only costs 5 deck slots as well in terms of structuring that combo and putting it in the deck, so on that basis Oakijak does like it. And with the combo, of course, the only minion in this deck that is a good target for Dirty Rat is Beardo. So you've just got to be careful to protect Beardo if you can from Dirty Rat, and then it should be fine. The constant pressing of the hero power button is something to be aware of. I've mentioned that to Oakijak as a threat, because if you could just keep pressing the hero power button from Uther of the Ebon blade, you're generating these 2/2s, and the opponent has to keep dealing with them each turn, otherwise they will eventually just die, right? So even if you're not pulling off your combo with Uther, just pressing that hero power button is massively threatening in its own right. And of course, the weapon from Uther of the Ebon blade is just significantly effective, right? It's healing, it's attack power, it's got 3 charge on it. It's my favourite weapon in the game. It really is. So a massive thank you to Oakijak and Shibo for this deck. If you have any questions about this deck and how to play it, then please leave your questions in the comments section below, and I'm sure that Oakijak will get back to you. Alternatively, you can find Oakijak on the For Doomhammer Shaman Discord server. It is the Shaman Specialist server, which Oakijak contributes to significantly, but I'm sure he would be more than happy to engage with you through Discord if you do have questions about the deck. So thank you for joining me, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I will see you all again very soon for more Wild Mode fun. But until next time, please stay safe, please look after yourselves, and as always, please be good to one another.